because that shit is hard. And then I found out she was 5 days postpartum. Get fucked. You're still wearing a diaper yourself at 5 days postpartum.
How many dirty diapers do I have lying around my house? You all. This video went viral. This woman, tired mom, tired new mom, sick new mom. She has a toddler and she has a 5-day-old baby. And she's like, you all follow me as I pick diapers around my house. Let me show you all the video, then we'll talk about it.
Let's pick up all the dirty diapers I have lying around my house right now. I kid you not, my guess is probably 15. I don't own a diaper pail or a diaper genie or whatever they're called. They just kind of get thrown around my house and then we just collect them in a bag at the end of the day and take them out to the dumpster. So I've been solo parenting for the last 24 hours. So we're gonna see how many dirty diapers we have just lying around with 2 kids. I promise you, I'm not even exaggerating. This has only been 24 hours. So I'm counting just 4 diapers right here on the coffee table. Found another one right behind the couch. Oh, found 2 more. So far that's what? 7 diapers, I'm pretty sure. That's just down here, like in the kitchen living room area. Let's go upstairs. I already know this is gonna be so bad. Okay, so right away I'm seeing 1, 2, 3 diapers. So that's 8, 9, 10 diapers. Then into the bedroom. This is the corner of what my side of the bed looks like at night. It's embarrassing, I know. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think if I counted right, that's 17 diapers lying around my house. No wonder my house friggin' stinks right now.
So this video actually got a lot of people talking, and a lot of people were like, you are dirty. People should they should come and collect the children from you because you're not a great mom. Why would you leave dirty diapers lying around the house? You're insensitive, you're not caring, you don't care about your child, your children's health, and all of that. While some people were like, no, that is a good mom, because diapers were changed 17 times, or 17 or 15 times. And that shows that she was actually caring. There was no diaper rash, and the children were eating and drinking water, or eating and drinking. So hence the dirty diapers, right? And some people were like, everybody or every mother has their 17 diaper situation. It might not be physically 17 diaper. It might be something else that you're doing that you know that you're not supposed to do, but it happens, right? And some people are like, how would you wait for it to get to that stage? And that's just 24 hours, you all, not a week. That is just 24 hours. And people are like, why would you wait so long to do that? It's not, that's why I don't want to have a child. You know, everybody just talking. I have interesting reactions to share with you all today, but then let me know your own thoughts in the comment section. What is your take? As you saw the video, woman picking up 17 diapers in her house. How did you feel? How is it like? Are you for her or against her? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section respectfully. Let's go ahead and watch this video together. And I'll share my own thoughts at the end of the video.
17 diapers. A new mom named Hannah counted up how many diapers were laying around her house after 24 hours of solo parenting, and the number was 17. Hannah was just 5 days out from welcoming her second baby. She's also mom to a toddler, was sick with some sort of bug, and her husband had decided to go away on a hunting trip. There was no shortage of mom shaming on Hannah's video, with people telling her it was unrelatable, that it was gross and she should have thrown the diapers out right away, and some even called it abuse. But others related all too well to her struggles. Being a mom is hard. Being a postpartum mom with 2 kids in diapers and parenting solo while sick, that's expert level stuff. Thankfully, the obvious was getting pointed out. Those diapers were being changed. Those children were cleaned up and loved on 17 times by a woman who was sick and, I would like to remind you, had just had a baby. The father, on the other hand, has received little criticism. He wasn't even there. He didn't change a single diaper. Truthfully, it's simply overwhelming when you're doing it solo with little to no sleep, A few diapers scattered here and there is not the end of the world. In the wake of Hannah's video, several other moms have shared their 17 diapers stories, which ranged from mountains of laundry to piles of dishes in the sink for days to not showering for a week to struggles with postpartum depression, all while in the depths of keeping their kids alive and well. If you're simply showing up and doing your very best, no matter what it may look like, you're a good mom. And instead of shaming each other, let's show up for one another and offer support.
7.
I think if I counted right, that's 17 diapers lying around my house. No wonder my house friggin' stinks.
This is the infamous video going around the internet right now, and there's a lot of people with a lot of thoughts on it. So let's just dive in and talk about it. A lot of people are saying that this is child neglect and that you owe your children a clean, safe environment, and that keeping diapers scattered all around the house, 17 dirty diapers, is neglectful, and that is a biohazard. There's a lot of people talking about how they would never, that is disgusting, that CPS should be called for that. My opinion is that yes, you do owe your child a clean, safe environment. I personally don't think that it is child neglect to leave diapers around the house. I guess there's a lot of nuance here, actually. I think that pee diapers, because there's the big distinction. If it was poop diapers left all around the house, 17 of them, yeah, at that point, that's a little bit beyond grimy, and that is a biohazard. But from the looks of that video, I'm assuming it was pee. There was a lot of them, and they were small. So I'm assuming that she is a newborn. Newborns pee constantly. 17 diapers could be a couple of days. Like, I don't think people realize that this is not like she's leaving diapers out for a week. This is probably... she's left them out for a couple of nights. She's walking around cleaning up. She's had a few days that she's just let it go. Gross, yeah. Grimy, yeah. Neglect? No. That you just need to have a newborn mom if you think that's gross. I think people need to be a little bit less crazy. Because there's a mom trying to make a cute, relatable video cleaning up like, hey, look, I got a little grimy. I'm sorry. Sorry. But instead, she's getting attacked because of the dirty diapers. And you see people doing these like clean out my car videos all the time, and they will have like weeks of cups stacked up, and you don't see them get attacked to the same level as a couple of days of diapers. That's what's sad. This is why moms are afraid to make content, is because they get eaten alive for everything. And anytime there's a slightest bit of grime, people are like, CPS.
17 dirty diapers means 17 times that the kids got changed. It also means that they ate enough to make 17 dirty diapers. As much as people complain about the presence of children and the existence of children, I don't think they really understand just how much it takes to keep those children alive. Keep somebody who is entirely dependent on you alive. A new mother, obviously, my child is about 3 months old, and I feed her no less than about 6 times a day, and I change her diaper anywhere from like 6 to 9, depending on the day. Keeping her fed, keeping her in clean clothes when she spits up every few minutes, keeping her changed is nothing less than a full-time job. Never mind that she also needs love, support, and enrichment. When she cries, I need to come get her. And sometimes that means in the middle of the nap that she should be taking, and nap time was only 10 minutes. It might mean when I put her in the bouncer for 30 seconds and she starts to cry right away. It means that some things just don't get done in a day. If I can get us both up, dressed, rockin', rollin', and the bed made, it's a good day, even if nothing else happens. And I've got one. If you've got 2 in diapers, that's twice the work and twice the labor. Y'all talk so much about caring about people's mental health and meeting them where they are and understanding that mental health is ugly, and y'all seem to disregard that whenever you see a new mother doing anything that resembles struggling, even though y'all know and resent kids for the fact that they are known for making messes. 17, neatly folded, mind you, dirty diapers means 17 times that despite mental health struggles, other distractions, mood swings, postpartum, that means 17 times those kids were cared for. And so here's another weekly reminder to practice some empathy for others.
I'm 10 weeks postpartum, and I don't have 17 diapers, but I don't remember the last time I showered. I don't have 17 diapers, but I forget to take out my contacts every single night from exhaustion. I don't have 17 diapers, but I cry in my car alone, so my mom and my husband can't see. Postpartum is incredibly difficult, and I have help. And I still find it incredibly difficult. I'm not 100% sure when we went from putting money into formula containers at the store because she deserved the purse to shaming the mom with 17 diapers. We all have our form of 17 diapers. We just don't all talk about it. So here is me talking about mine. because I think postpartum care in this country is absolutely abysmal. And we need to do a better job of taking care of our moms.
What if I told you that 17 dirty diapers around your house is normal? What if I told you throwing a bottle warmer across the room because you accidentally defrosted 2 bags of breast milk is normal? What if I told you hysterically sobbing in the shower for 5 months straight is absolutely normal? What if I told you that 23% of pregnancy-related deaths are because of PPD? Do you know how strong and powerful you are for surviving that shock to your system? Superhero. You know what happens when you're in survival mode? Shit falls through the cracks. Every time I've seen a comment that says, we shouldn't praise living in filth, I have a question. Why does it have to be so extreme? Can we not just tell someone, you're doing a great job? I know it's hard. Good job changing those 17 diapers. It won't be like this forever. We've all had our undesirable moments, but not all of us are brave enough to share. I know that when you don't relate to someone, it makes it really hard to have compassion or empathy for them. And I don't think there's anything wrong with your rock bottom looking vastly different than somebody else's. Because what may be hard for you may not be hard for me and vice versa, but that doesn't mean it's not hard. Postpartum is one of the most deeply isolating periods of your life, even if you are surrounded by a village, love, and care. It makes it extremely hard to be your best self. And for some people, it's being emotionally withdrawn. And for others, it means you can't even do the bare minimum to keep things tidy. But to form judgment and then compare your wins to someone else's lack is crazy to me. Not only crazy, but exactly why mothers don't share. If the people who can relate to you the most don't even show compassion for you, why would you share these relatable moments on the internet? And then we claim we want everybody to be relatable. Show us the cracks. We want to see real mom life, but the moment somebody does, you shame the shit out of them for it. And we say things like, one thing about me, I would never. One thing comes to mind when I've been reading a lot of these comments. We say things as we are, not as they are. And that makes me really sad. If you're sitting there judging another mom for her undesirable, vulnerable moment while she's surviving postpartum, that tells me that you must be judging the shit out of yourself. And that makes me feel really bad for you. You don't deserve to judge yourself like that. You deserve to have compassion for yourself. And the sooner that you're able to have compassion for yourself and give yourself a little bit of grace, the more you will be able to do that for other people. If we as mothers cannot give encouragement and solution-based words to another mother who's struggling, then who the hell is going to do it? Who else would ever be able to relate? In my opinion, we have a duty to give our best to each other. Not only because there are children hanging in the balance of a mother's mental health, but because we are the only ones who know firsthand how difficult it is on a daily basis to be a mom. So as for me, I think your best is good enough. I think you're incredible. And above all, I think you're brave as fuck for getting up every day and taking on this role as mom. My advice that nobody asked for, ride the wave. Trust yourself and support each other, even when you don't relate. It's the least we can do. Have a beautiful day. Bye.
Hey y'all, hey. So, I have been watching the 17 Diapers series of different women posting their 17 diaper story. And if you don't know about the 17 diapers, please just go type it in your search and go back and watch the original post about the lady finding 17 diapers around her house. And, at first in the comments and things like that, people were being very judgmental, like, oh my gosh, like 17 diapers laying around your house. Like, oh my gosh, this is insane. And then reality set in for a lot of moms and a lot of women, the things that we face as a parent all the time. Your 17 diapers might not even be diapers, okay? Now, y'all know I'm a therapist, but I'm also a mother. And just because I am a therapist, it don't negate the fact that I need help, okay? Y'all, it's hard as hell out here in these parenting streets. And we are parents for the first time. Like, it don't come with a handbook. We get the child, and then we should automatically know exactly what to do. And guess what? They don't stay babies. They become toddlers. They don't stay toddlers. They become children. They don't stay children. They become teenagers. They don't stay teenagers. They become adults. And in each stage of your child's life, you have to be a different parent. That's exhausting. It is. We love them, but it's exhausting. I mean, right now, my 17 diapers is 17 water bottles that I've told my teenager to constantly drink it or leave it. Don't leave water bottles just laying all over my house. Honey, 17 temper tantrums that my 7-year-old might have because he don't want to wear jeans that day because he has sensory processing disorder. The 17 times I have to repeatedly tell my child who has ADHD something over and over and over and over again. Honey, 17 days of dishes left in my sink because I'm too exhausted to wash them. 17 days of eating out because I just don't feel like cooking. Hell, 17 loads of laundry just piled around. I can't even put the clothes up because moms are being pulled in so many different directions. Baby, on this day, I got to go pick them up from school. Make sure they get something after school to eat. Make sure their homework is done. Oh, we got to go to practice. Go to practice. Get them home. Get bathed. Do homework. Eat dinner. Then once you do put them in there, it's 10 o'clock, 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. And now you have a couple minutes to yourself and you want to do some damn laundry? Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. What I do know is I am not the judge of 17 diaper mom or moms who struggle with postpartum, anxiety, depression, self-harming thoughts. Because it's hard. It's hard. And for the people, oh, you shouldn't have children. Okay, perfect Patty mom. Okay, baby, write a book and we'll all buy it. Okay, I guarantee you that. Okay. But this is why a village is so important. A village is so important. It's so important. Baby, having a village saved me a million nights. Okay? Saved me many a nights of me going off the deep end, sliding down the wall, cursing my children out, feeling bad, but nonetheless, going off. Baby, a village has saved me many a nights. Okay? Of where I could call my parents. You know, hey, I need a break, please. I'll bring them over here and drop them off. Thank God. Or my husband coming in just looking at my face, looking at my countenance and knowing, okay, let me round the boys up. Let me round the kids up at this point. Because the village is there for a reason. And either A, a lot of people don't have a village, or we're not reaching out to utilize the village. But either way, baby, it's so important. And for the people that out there that don't have a village, or you were born into a village, baby, we got to start creating our own villages. We got to start creating our own villages for our mental health and mental well-being. At the end of the day, if we all take a closer look at our own lives, we will definitely see some 17 diaper shit. Okay? And guess what? And sometimes it's even worse than having 17 diapers laying around your house. Okay? So that's why we have to sweep around our own front door before we try to sweep around somebody else's. Take the log out of our own eye before we try to pull it out of the eye of our brethren. Okay? So, honey, I'm praying for everyone. You know, it's hard, but it's worth it. It's hard, but it's worth it. And when we get on the other side of through, the test be ours, but the testimony is for other people. And I hope that we're able to tell our testimony of how we got over, so that somebody that's in the position and they're struggling, they know that they can also get over too. All right, well, y'all have a good and blessed day, okay? Bye.
If you're someone making fun of 17 Diaper Mom, you're the worst kind of person. This is not a picture from 17 Diaper Mom. This is still from one of my TikToks from when I had a newborn, because that shit is hard. And then I found out she was 5 days postpartum. Get fucked. You're still wearing a diaper yourself at 5 days postpartum. You've gone through the most physically traumatic thing you've ever experienced in your life, if not major abdominal surgery, and then someone handed you a newborn. If you've never been so exhausted that you've left a diaper where you changed it, consider yourself lucky. Newborn shit isn't even unsanitary. It's literally milk protein. Half of y'all let your dogs piss and shit inside your house, you fucking heathens. Who sees a newborn mom with diapers on the floor and doesn't immediately think, wow, she must be going through a hard time. How can I offer some encouragement? And instead thinks, this is a totally different kind of human that I now have the right to bully. If you're 17 Diaper Mom and you see this, you're fine. You're fine. I did this too. I was so exhausted. It's fine. You know the difference between moms that have diapers on the floor that grow up to have unsanitary homes and ones that grow up to have perfectly functional homes? Whether or not they think they're a piece of shit, or whether they think that they're just a normal human being going through a tough time. Because you know what? I'm fine now. My house is fine. I'm not depressed anymore. I'm not as tired anymore. And I wrote a book, a best-selling book, and had a TED Talk. And they roasted me for my diapers on the floor too. And save me I had 17 kids and I never had diapers on the floor. Yeah, but you're kind of a bitch. So I would rather have diapers on the floor than be you.
So the 17 diapers video is a mom who is newly postpartum and also has a toddler. So a toddler and a newborn, and her husband is away. And she walks around her house to see how many little diaper nuggets, they're all wrapped up, she can pick up, and she stops at 17. And her comment section was absolutely loaded with judgment and hate. Her house in general was quite clean. I gave birth to my third child before the first one was 3 years old. Yes, there was an oops baby in there, not that it's anybody's business, but I know what it means to be in the thick of it. I then had a complication from that delivery and was required to go back into hospital to have a D&C. My milk had come in because I was nursing, and of course you have a postpartum period for about a month. It is an incredibly hard thing, the hardest thing most of us will ever do. And so the fact that this mom's baby had a clean bottom and was taken care of and was fed is amazing because she was doing it all on her own. I also had no family in my province and no village to sweep in and help me with those little kids. Historically, to be a woman has never been easy. When other women heap judgment and criticism, it is just the ugliest, most shameful thing, the most hurtful thing. Fortunately, many have come to this video to tell their own stories of 17 diapers. Kindness is free. And when we are able to show our humanity to other people that are in a position we've been in, we lift them out of exile a little bit. And we let them know it's okay. There are times and seasons of our lives, and they pass. This will not be forever, but her little ones are loved and taken care of, and that's what matters most.
I want to talk about 17 Diapers girl because I sure as hell want to talk about her. I'm going to preface this by saying that I am a professional cleaner. I own my own business cleaning. I did it professionally as a job before that. And when I say that I am fucking psychotic about how clean my house is, I probably need some mental help on how many times a day I clean up my house. Ask me how many times a day I wipe the handles on my refrigerator with Lysol. Okay, ask me. It's like 10. But I'm also going to tell you about the time that I had postpartum depression so bad, so fucking bad, that I wanted to myself, okay? I know y'all are going to ask. I made this for lunch. It's a recipe that I made up. This is actually going to be in my cookbook. It's sausage and gnocchi skillet. It's very good. So I saw a 17 Diapers video. It came up on the FYP. And when I saw it, I was like, I used to do the same exact thing. Like that's the very first thought that popped in my head. I changed my babies on a changing table. They either got changed on the bed, they got changed on the floor where there was like carpet, they got changed on the couch. For me, it was easier because I could line them up in front of me and change them this way. I didn't like changing on the side. Plus, if you've had a newborn, when shit's got to get done, it's just got to get done no matter where you're at. And sometimes that meant on the floor or on the couch. My two oldest babies, they're 16 months apart. So when my newborn, my second was born, I had a 16-month-old. And when I tell you the postpartum hit me like a ton of bricks, I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what postpartum was. I just thought I was losing my mind. That's what I thought. And I suffered. I suffered like you would not believe. Like I can't even think about it now without tearing up. I suffered tremendously from postpartum depression. But one thing that I always made sure of was that my babies were clean, fed, bathed, and had clean diapers on and clean clothes on. They always were clean. They were clean babies. And a lot of time, keeping my babies clean and happy and their butts dry meant that there was going to be 5 or 6 diapers sitting on the nightstand, 5 or 6 diapers sitting on the end table next to the couch. People got a lot of nerve coming on the internet for the whole damn weekend, and trashing that woman, trashing that new mother for keeping her baby's butt dry. And I'm going to tell you right now, I know exactly what she's doing. As soon as that baby pees, she changes their diaper. There ain't but about an ounce of pee in all them diapers. And they're wrapped up. I'm at a loss for words on what I saw this weekend on this fucking app over that woman. And if you haven't lived with postpartum depression, and I honestly, I haven't went back to her page, but it looked like she also has probably a toddler by the other stuff I saw laying around, like pictures drawn. If you've never suffered from postpartum depression, let's just say she doesn't even have postpartum depression. It looks like she has a toddler and a newborn. And y'all are worried about 17 diapers? Like, get a fucking life. I don't often come on this app and read people for trash, but I'm reading anybody who shamed that woman. I'm reading it. Y'all all read for trash. Every last one of y'all. Delete your videos because it's disgusting. You should actually be so ashamed of yourself if you made a video, and I've seen them. You should be so ashamed of yourself that you made a video about that to shame her. Shaming a mama over changing her fucking baby. Like, anyway, congratulations to whoever throws the diaper away immediately. Like, you're so perfect. I want to be just like you. Said no one ever.
This is just my 2 cents on 17 diaper mom. As a new mom myself, she's baby number 5, so not like super new mom, but I've gone through having a really good support system, and I've gone through having an okay support system. So my first few support system was lacking a little. Not gonna lie, my husband was working full time. He didn't take any time off. And so I was left to do everything myself. And that's hard. That's really hard. Now with baby number 5, my husband works from home with me, and my support system was amazing. And that alone makes a huge difference. It is crucial, and it makes a massive, massive difference mentally for mom. So mentally, I have been so much more content, so much happier, no depression, which I've struggled with before. Postpartum depression is such a real thing, and people just don't acknowledge that or think that it's okay. But, you know, it's not something that we choose. It's just something that happens when you have a very, very poor support system. Like, you have to have help. It takes a village to raise these babies. So stop blaming moms when we should be looking at their support system. So people that go and just visit baby and not help mom out, you need to be doing more. So if you're a parent, a sibling, anything like that, a friend, help those mamas out, please. Something else to think about. She found these diapers. Okay, it's like a day's worth of diapers. First of all, 17 diapers is like a day's worth of diapers. Trust me, I know. Okay, 17 diapers that she found randomly throughout her whole house means that mama is up, first of all, 3 weeks after a C-section. Huge abdominal surgery, which I've never had, and I give huge props to mamas who have had C-sections. That's gnarly. That is a crazy surgery. And these diapers were found throughout the entire house, meaning that mama was up. She was trying to accomplish tasks throughout the whole house, changing her baby, making sure that baby was cared for and clean. And yet people are on here trying to bash her. So for those of you who have been bashing this poor mom who is just doing her damn best, you should be really ashamed of yourself. So do better.
17 dirty diapers laying around your house is not normal. I do not care how you spin it, but it needs to be normalized. But you didn't think I was going there. Rest your thumbs for a second and listen up. My entire FYP the last few days has been full of women sharing what 17 dirty diapers symbolizes for them. Postpartum anxiety, postpartum depression, the things that we go through that are not normal, but the only way they're going to become normalized is if we talk about it. It's important to have that friend in your life, that person in your life that's going to say, hey, this isn't normal. Let me help you get some help. Let me help you. Yet we're in a society where, for me as a new mom, both times, if my own mother was coming over, my grandmother, my friends, I felt the need, I felt the pressure to get up and clean, light a candle, throw away the trash, pick myself up, throw some makeup on. And that is the problem. It's a societal issue of what we expect of postpartum mother. And so while I may not have had poopy diapers laying all over my house, I had other things: agoraphobia, didn't want to leave my house, not wanting to shower, not eating right, crying and screaming, telling my newborn to shut up in the middle of the night. I've never said that out loud except for 2 people in my entire life. But I know I'm not alone. As somebody who spent 10 years in education, I pride myself in my ability to self-regulate my own emotions so that I can handle a child losing their absolute shit. But postpartum me could not handle it. I'd clench my fists and squeeze my hands and feel this immense amount of anger and have to run and get my husband because I was afraid of myself. That's the shit that needs to be normalized because we are so alone and isolated because it isn't normalized. And so those are my thoughts on 17 dirty diapers and this whole trend. And I think it's great because it's one way to spread awareness, but I think more needs to be done. More needs to be talked about for women and for their partners. And also, Where the fuck are the husbands in the villages that should not even let it get to this point? Why is it all on the mother and the care as to be the caretaker and to be perfect? I don't know. Just my thoughts.
17 dirty diapers around the house. Let's talk about it. People won't grant you grace when the unspoken internal things become external. And let me break down what I mean by that. If I told y'all there was dirty dishes sitting in my sink for the past 3 to 4 days, I would probably have quite a few people judging me. Saying I'm dirty, saying I need to clean up, saying I need to do this, saying I need to do that. But somebody that might judge me for it might not judge themselves if they have dirty dishes sitting in their sink for 3 to 4 days. You have people ready to digitally stone somebody for saying the unspoken, saying things that you're not supposed to say, saying things that you experience and you do, but you don't talk about it. What inspired me to want to talk to y'all about this today is that I seen a mother who had made a video about the mom that had the 17 dirty diapers around the house, and she apologized to her because she was one of the people that made a video about her, like condemning her and things of that sort. And so she came around and apologized and said that she's had her own 17 dirty diaper moment and she's too ashamed to say what it was. What I want y'all to understand is that from the group of people that shames other people for doing things, you have to understand that there is a group within that group that has done the exact same thing or is doing the same thing that they are shaming that person for. It's just easier to shame somebody else rather than to shame yourself. It's easier to give yourself grace than it is to give somebody else grace, even if you're in the same boat as them. And I've noticed that that's what a lot of people did with this woman. What we all need to do, myself included, as a collective, is let's not turn a snowball into an avalanche. Hannah has mentioned in some videos that she's not doing okay mentally. And I don't know if she says certain things about her husband for rage bait or if it's actually serious. But even if it wasn't, she has a newborn and she has a toddler. She's overwhelmed. And y'all think that harboring her page with harassing comments and making all these videos about her and bullying her, do y'all really think that that's going to help? She's already overwhelmed. Let's put 2 and 2 together. I had to check myself on this, and a lot of us have to check ourselves on this. We have to understand that us giving our silly willy opinions can have a really, really, really bad impact on other people and somebody else. If it is not harmful or detrimental, let's be quiet. You know what I'm saying? Let's not open the door for somebody to get dogpiled on just because we would do something differently from what they would do. We all need to give people grace.
17 diapers seems like a lot until you are sitting in a wheelchair getting pushed out of the hospital and the nurse looks at you and says, okay, you're ready to go. Last question, do you have any help at home? And then you burst into tears because you are not going to have any help because maybe your parents could only come to watch your kids while you're in the hospital and they have to go back to work. Your husband, if he's there, maybe he only had 2 days of sick time left and he can't help you. So now you're on medication that means you're not supposed to be driving. So you either have to decide not to take the medication and be in pain or like hire someone to come sit with you. You got 2 other kids to take care of. You literally have a gaping C-section wound. And then you have this little child that you're supposed to love and take care of, in addition to being loving, motherly, empathetic, and kind to all of your other kids, while you're literally trying to heal your body. And you still have to do all the stuff that involves taking care of them, cooking, cleaning, etc., if your husband is at work or not there. So 17 diapers seems like a lot until you really understand that 17 diapers can be a lot of other things too. And maybe you just are not aware or admitting of what your 17 diapers are. And if you've never struggled with postpartum, hey, good for you. But a lot of us do. So, I mean, the lady was making a video picking the diapers up. I don't know what y'all want her to do.
17 diaper mom situation. I feel like, my own opinion, I feel like if you judge this mom, maybe you might not know what it takes to be with a newborn, what it takes to be with a toddler. You've not actually only used stay in the house to be with a newborn and also a toddler, or only in, in fact, it might only be only one child you have. It's possible for you to have diaper lying around, used diaper lying around, like it's a normal thing. I'll tell you how it can happen. You might be, doing something in the kitchen or doing something in the room, and your baby is crying, and you check the diaper, and you saw that, okay, she had peed, or she want to change her diaper, or she had pooed or something. you removed it and you had to carry the baby away from there, or maybe take the baby to what you were doing in the room. But then the diaper is just there. Like you would be like, I'll come back and do it. Or maybe you changed it because the baby peed and you went back to the room. And that is when the baby pooped. So you have to clean it up and maybe still drop it there because you're still doing some things here and there. See, being a mom is exhausting. I know we say it, but this is the reality. These are the things people don't come out to tell you. Being a mom is very exhausting. A lot of, in fact, if you're a very clean person, if you're a clean freak, right, and you're a parent, your clean freak is going to drop from 100 to maybe 60%, right? Because there's no how you can be a clean freak and also have a child. The two don't go hand in hand. You can't control these children, and sometimes you might not be able to control yourself, because if you're just doing everything because you're a clean freak and you want everything to be sparkling clean, when you have a child, you might run mad, you'll go crazy, and you might not be able to meet up with a lot of activities. I feel like if you want to go visit a parent that is a new mom or has a child or has children, their house are always very messy, especially if they don't have help around or they're just trying to get around with the children. Some people, this is their new mom thing. They don't even have anyone initially, so they don't even know how it works. Their house are always messy. I remember when a friend of mine was telling me anytime she want to have visitors, she has to push so many things under a particular thing or use a towel to cover so many. Like, our house is always messy. But later on, she was like, you know what? Anybody that wants to come and visit me and tell me my house is messy, fine. Like, she didn't care anymore, right? These are the things that happen when you have a child that people don't talk about. The tiredness. And the 17 diaper mom said it was just within 24 hours, which means these children are eating, drinking, their diapers are being changed. It's not that she's even leaving the diaper on them for a long time. She's caring for them in as much as she's not feeling fine. And that is one thing people need to talk about. If you're a mom and you're not feeling fine, that doesn't stop you from being a mom. That doesn't stop you from doing your mom activities. You still have to do them. Look at the father is not around. He has gone to do whatever he wants to do. He's not getting any backlash. Nothing. Nobody is talking to him. Nobody even sees him. But everybody is after the mom. Everybody wants a mom to be perfect. Everybody wants a mom to know already how to be a mom. The moment you live in the hospital with your baby, everybody expects you to already know what it is to be a mother. Everybody already expects you to know the right from the wrong. And nobody realizes that this is your first child. Nobody realizes that you don't even know. You might not even have any clue on even how to carry a baby. But if you carry the baby wrong as you're stepping out of the hospital, if you're where I'm from, they will insult you openly. Right? They're going to insult you openly and be like, look at how you're carrying this baby. What kind of mother are you? But let the father carry the baby in a way that is not okay. They'll be like, oh, it's so cute. Everybody doesn't expect the father to know how to be a father, but they expect the mother to already know how to be a mom, even without being a mom before. They expect you to already have past questions. They expect you to already like you automatically. I just feel like they think that once you give birth, automatically you're wearing there's a clothes you wear and automatically you're now a professional mother. Everybody's learning. Everybody is trying to know what is right from wrong. Nobody knows this perfectly, and that is why even the way you train or the way you take care of your own home when you have a child is different from the way another person would do when they have a child. She might be doing something. In fact, our house doesn't look dirty. It might be scattered, but it doesn't look dirty. Like, it doesn't look dirty at all. There's some people that leave dirty dishes in the sink overnight. Some people homes, they can't do that. They see it as very disgusting. While you can put it in your kitchen and it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. So everybody with their dirty diaper situation. So when people were coming from for this mom and being like, well, she's very neglectful. Why would she do that? She's not caring about her child's health. If she's not caring about her child's health, she's not going to change the diaper because she's tired and exhausted. Do you know what it takes? You know, even maybe she's doing laundry or maybe she's cooking. She's the only one around and she's even sick. You're sick as a mom. You're taking medication that might you might even doze off. I don't know. You might even doze off. You might be taking care of your child and you doze off. You see videos of somebody trying to rock a baby, but then they're sleeping and the baby's already another place. It's exhausting. I know people say it's exhausting, but I feel like people don't understand how exhausting it can be until it happens to them. You might not know. So the videos I was seeing of people coming for her were more of men. Men were like, there was a guy that was like, I was a stay-at-home dad and this can never happen. There were most of them, and few moms in the comment section were also coming for her, saying that, oh, I can never live a dirty, it's very disgusting. Why would I do that? Da 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 da. And all of that. If you cannot live dirty diapers on, so maybe you have help, maybe it was just easy for you, maybe, like, I don't see anything wrong with it. I know that it can be gross. I know that might just happen once in a while. It might not be something that happens every day. It's something that might just happen once, and she's sharing it and trying to say, oh, you all look at what I'm going through. It's something I feel like mothers should be comfortable to come on the internet to share their struggles. Because if they don't have that safe place to share their struggle, a lot of them are going to go into depression. A lot of them will feel like they are alone in this, right? But if you have a safe place to come out and be like, oh, you all, see what happened, see what I'm doing. And people are like, exactly what happened to me yesterday, exactly what happened to me when I was raising my new, you feel like, oh, okay, I'm not alone. These are the normal thing that happens to people when they are in my situation. But then if you come out to share your struggle and people are coming for you and be like, why will you even get to that stage? Why will you even be struggling? It makes them not to come out to even share at all. And that will even, make you worse. For people that have children, they will not even know the struggle of having a child in the house. And she's even trying because she's just 5 days postpartum with a toddler. There's a difference between you being 5 days postpartum and there's another difference with you having a toddler. Having a toddler in the house is a lot of work. Like, a lot of work. Now having a 5-day-old baby with a toddler alone and you're sick. In fact, I feel like she's a superwoman. She's strong because a lot of women are going to break down crying and just depressed. Because I don't know, like, I don't feel like it's a lot of work. And well, what is your take on this 17 diaper situation? Do you think she's very messy for her to do that and she doesn't have excuse? She should have at least picked them up. Or you're like, it happens and but I personally feel like it's not something that happens all the time. Maybe it just happened that period for her. That is what I'm thinking in my head. But if it happens all the time, then that's wrong. Okay, I feel like it's something that happens once in a while. You can just, you know what, I'll come and pick them up all together. Let me get all these things done. Let me just relax. Let me just do this. If that makes sense. What is your take on today's video? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. Respectfully, Mara Davies, and thank you all so much for tuning in today's video. I hope you enjoyed this one. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe. And please turn on the post notification bell so you get notified once I upload another interesting video. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye.